Hello everyone, I'm back. It's been a long time and I'm glad to be back with exciting content for you all. Today we're going to react to the phenomenal 4 times regional VGC champion and Latin America International VGC champion have a go at piloting my Birmingham Regional VGC Championship team, narrowly missing out on day 2 at Birmingham Regionals. There will be a video coming out over my experience at Birmingham Regionals and a story of how I created the team. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when it drops. Don't forget to like the video if you're glad to see me back, or even if you're not, who could it hurt? Just give it a little like. Without any further delays, let's get into the video.
Ludicolo, a Pokemon that has had great success in previous
Ludicolo,
generations,
my baby,
has suffered
my little
due to
peanut.
the power creep of competitive Pokemon. However, we are going to be trying out an interesting Ludicolo team that was almost able to make it into the day 2 of the UK Regional Championship.
Yes, it was.
To see how well it can pair with Kyogre as a fast Swiss Swim user. This is Jack's Ludicolo rain team. Let's break it down. First, we have the Choice Scarf Kyogre with the Drizzle ability and the Terra Water, powering up its water type attacks even further. With that Choice Scarf, this Kyogre is able to outspeed Pokemon like the Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Zacians, and more, and can just go for really powerful water type attacks, and that's the idea of the team. Go for
while we're there, don't forget to subscribe and like James's video. We couldn't record this without him very thoughtfully making a video on my team, so please do go give him the credit he deserves. Go and watch his video, go and like it, go and subscribe, go and comment, all that jazz.
Really strong damage and knock them out quickly. With that rain boosting the power of the water type moves alongside the Terra Water, Water Spout can be absolutely insane, especially a super strong spread type damage attack alongside the Hydro Pump to play around the wide guards. And Ice Beam and Thunder are going to be great coverage. The Thunder that can hit Water, Shifu, Terra Waters, and more, and Ice Beam to hit the Grass types, the Dragon types, and more. Next Pokemon we have is going to be Serena with the Queenly Majesty and the Wildlands.
Before he breaks this down, I'm going to say those EV investments are not correct. They are correct in terms of what the rental code has, but they are not correct into what I took to Birmingham. What I took to Birmingham was actually this build that you can see on screen. Adamant Nature, 196 speed investment, 60 HP. This was built to outspeed Rillaboom and to make sure that it could one-hit knock it out with Terra Ice. What has changed since then, and I may release a future iteration of this team, depending on whether or not I take it to another regional, is that we have now gone same spread but jolly. The pure purpose for going jolly is to now also outspeed all of the main Raging Bolts as well, because I found I was being outsped by a couple of Raging Bolts, which meant I was leaving Kyogre vulnerable. But yes, back to the video.
Really good pairing with the Kyogre because you want to be able to avoid priority so Kyogre doesn't take damage and make its Water Spout even weaker. And Queenly Majesty is perfect for that, preventing the priority from your opponent's side. That can allow Kyogre to go for really strong Water Spouts and Hydro Pumps before your opponent can move. Helping Hand on the Serena is great to power up your partner's attacks, especially that Choice Scarf Kyogre with that Water Spout and really strong powerful attacks in general, as well as the other Pokemon such as the Ludicolo's attacks, the Shein Pal, especially with the Sucker Punch and Ice Spinner, allowing it to actually pick up knockouts that it might be able to miss, so it can be very effective. That Terra Ice is going to be your Terra type, and this is both a defensive typing against Calyrex Ice Rider, as well as able to power up the Triple Axle, which is an Ice type move, and the Wildlands to boost the accuracy of this power up and the Triple Axle, because it is pretty important, because the Terra Ice Triple Axle alongside Kyogre's Water type attacks are usually allowing it to be able to knock out Rillaboom as well as Assault Vest Raging Bolts, and it can be very effective for the combination
of
Serena to be able to pick up knockouts into Pokemon that Water Spout would be normally resistant against. Protect allows Serena to stall out Trick Room and keep itself around on the field because you want that Queenly Majesty around as long as possible. And Power Up is going to be your grass type move of choice because it is pretty powerful, helps out against opposing Kyogre, the Urshifu, Rapid Strikes, Terra Waters, and more. Next Pokemon we are going to have
Whimsicott
is going to be the Whimsicott with that Prankster and the Covert Cloak. And it's no surprise that Whimsicott is a very strong support Pokemon in the format. With Tailwind, Prankster, it's so strong that allows Kyogre to always keep the speed advantage going. You have the Encore, which if the opponent is playing passive with like Fake Outs or Protects, you stall out the Tailwind or just trying to stall out some turns of rain, you're able to go for that Encore and really punish it. The Fake Tears is the interesting option with the Whimsicott because it helps pair up with that Choice Scarf Kyogre, or it can pair up with the Life Orb Ludicolo, allowing them to pick up knockouts that we don't commonly see. So another way to boost the power. The only downside to Fake Tears, of course, is it is weaker into Clear Amulet Mons, which is not great, and of course Dark types. But otherwise, Fake Tears can be great into like Terrapagos, into the...
Funny he mentions Terrapagos. In practice, Fake Tears was there primarily for Terrapagos. Fake Tears plus Terra Water Spout, even if Terrapagos terrors and removes the rain, guarantees a knockout on Terrapagos, at least in my experience. There might be some very highly special defensive built versions of Terrapagos that survive it, but Fake Tears is a blessing into Terrapagos matchups.
Opposing Urshifus into Calyxes and more. And Moonblast is going to be your fairy coverage to help out and chip away your opponent, with the Terra Dark to help out against other Prankster mons like Encore from Whimsicott that you can ignore from the opposing Whimsicott, and the Tornadus Taunt. Next Pokemon we have is going to be the Intimidate Incineroar.
Let's before he gets onto this set, because this set is something that in practice did okay, but in hindsight wasn't the best. And we'll get into that a little bit more in the Birmingham video of how it didn't quite work out. But overall, you can never complain about Incineroar. But I've very much changed this set now into any modern teams I run. But it worked when it works.
Rocky Helmet and Terra Water as defensive typing. Incineroar is just such a great mon because it's a great way to pivot in Kyogre and usually get it in safely, which is really nice. Able to switch into the really strong grass type attacks and more. With Terra Water as a defensive typing to help out against opposing Kyogre, against opposing Urshifu, so certain choices isn't doing that much damage because with the rain, you will be taking quite a bit of damage naturally, even if you were a neutral Terra. So having a Terra resist is actually pretty solid here. The Fake Out, of course, support can help out the Kyogre to knock off to get rid of items, especially Assault Vest. Parting Shot to pivot around and lower your opponent's damage output. And then Taunt to help stop the Trick Rooms, which can be very nice. Not much to say about Incineroar. It's just a great pairing with Kyogre usually, and can help set it up for a safe position to get in for Water Spouts and Hydro Pumps. Next Pokemon we have is the Xianpao with the Sword of Ruin and Focus Sash and the Terra Ghost option. So a lot of the times it's really about Kyogre and a lot of Pokemon that are able to resist Kyogre's attacks, specifically the grass and dragon types out there, usually don't like the ice coverage, and Xianpao helps provide that. With that, Terra Ghost to prevent it from getting faked out, which is pretty nice, as well as extreme speeds, the Focus Sash to keep it around because Xianpao is not exactly a bulky Pokemon, and able to go for really strong Ice Bears to remove the grassy terrain from the Reelas, the psychic terrain, so you can actually go for Sucker Punch is nice. Sucker Punch to help out, of course, and it's nice against the Calyx Shadow Rider. Something to note here, a lot of Xianpao, people that run Xianpao run Adamants, and I understand why you want that damage output. Jolly Xianpao against Miraidon, under, which is obviously one of the big threats against rain-based team like this, outspeeds or at least speed ties Miraidon and Koraidon, which makes it a really big threat into them. Obviously we're scarfed, so we're in a good position anyway in terms of outspeeding them with Kyogre, but the problem is that they won't feel the need to Terra in front of Kyogre, where they will Terra in front of Xianpao, which then leaves it for Kyogre to clean up in the late game. Especially the Sacred Sword or the coverage into Pokemon such as the Zamazenta, which can be helpful, as well as Terrapagos and more. And of course, Xianpao does pair nicely with the Serena and can do a lot of damage with the Sword of Ruin attacks. Final Pokemon on this team is going to be the Swift Swim Ludicolo, which doubles its speed in the rain with the Life Orb to help give it some special attack increase and allow it to do more damage. Parasteel is going to be your defensive typing to help out against the super effective flying type attacks such as the Bleak Wind Storm from the Tornadus, Acrobatics from the Roaring Moon, as well as the Glacial Lances that you're able to resist from Calyx Ice Rider, which is helpful. Now, Ludicolo is a weird mod. Its highest stat is its base 100
I won't take
special
offense
defense,
to that, James.
but it's not really meant for tanking attacks.
No,
because
it's not.
Base 70 defense, base 80 HP, it's not really taking the physical hits well.
Nope.
But its base 70 speed is decent, and its base 90 special attack, not the best as we've seen because of all the power creep going around. However, what's really cool about Ludicolo is it did get access to Encore in the recent generations, and what Encore allows you to do, we've seen it with Whimsicott, lock your opponent into the last move that they went for, and Encore is a really strong move. In fact, we've seen so many Terra Darks to help cover for the Encore from Whimsicott because it was Prankster. But what's nice about Ludicolo is they can't be immune to that Encore because of the fact it is not Prankster boosted. It's just a very fast Ludicolo, usually under the rain, that can threaten the Encore, and it can be really nice on this team that's able to threaten a lot of damage utilizing your Fake Out from Ludicolo plus an attack from Kyogre and the Xianpao and more. So having a fast Encore can really help in your opponent's team and put themselves into unfavorable positions if they do play the defensive game incorrectly. The Energy Ball to help out against the water Shifus and threaten that way. Muddy,
remember that Energy Ball. Just bear that in mind.
Water can be really strong because it's still a water type move that's boosted in the rain from the same type attack bonus. It's still pretty powerful, so if Kyogre does go down pretty early, you still have a spread water type attack that's able to do quite a bit of damage, especially if they were weakened earlier on. Overall with this team, you just want to do as much damage as possible and take quick knockouts. Utilizing that Choice Scarf Kyogre is a very important tool to this team, and supporting it using the Fake Tears Whimsicott, the Helping Hand Serena, and of course positioning it well with the Incineroar to get it into a safer spot to actually go for the damage. Xianpao can be a really nice starter or cleanup mon, and then Ludicolo can also be a really strong Pokemon in the end game against weakened foes in the rain, and of course Encore can be a very good tool to punish bad positioning. The creator reached out and offered the team to showcase on back-to-back battles. I'm not exactly sure what their social media is, so if I do find
my social medias are at AverageJack _YouTube on Twitter and AverageJack on YouTube. You will find me here where you are watching the video. Subscribe.
Find out, they'll be linked in the description down below. But if you would like to check out the details of the team, they'll be also listed in the description. Calyx Shadow Rider, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Amoonguss, and Clefairy. Okay. Alright, Encore is pretty good, but there is double redirection, which kind of stings. I do really like Kyogre plus Serena a lot. There's a lot of pressure that we put on against their team with it. So I think I will go with Kyogre plus the Serena. I do want the Ludicolo. It's good into their Shifu. And then, do I want Whimsicott as well? Potentially. I either want Whimsicott or the Xianpao. Fake Tears doesn't help in this matchup. Xianpao can.
Serena, Kyogre, definitely. Ludicolo in the back. And then probably Xianpao as well, yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Xianpao. Well, having Spore immunities is nice. If it comes down to it early on.
Yeah, the team has
but I feel like
Spore
having another amount of
good.
offensive pressure against the Calyx is pretty massive. I don't know who you would tear in this matchup. That's my question. Maybe Clef. Could be Clef. They're usually Terra Grass, but they'd be able to take a Water Spout. Although I don't know what they would be able to.
Clefairy doesn't take a Water Spout.
Sing, I guess.
Even Terra.
So
I don't think
if they lead Calyx plus Clefairy turn 1, I might just click Water Spout. Oh wait, I don't have taunt. Maybe I'd click Water Spout Triple Axle then. Yeah, I'd click Water Spout Triple Axle. Terra-wise, I'm probably tearing the Kyogre for the offense against Calyx Shadow Rider, but we'll see. Rillaboom or Urshifu, okay. versus Kyogre Serena. Not a bad lead. It's not super ideal, but not bad. I think Water Spout into Triple Axel should be able to get the Rila. If the Rila is fast, that's a concern, but you know, there isn't too much I can do about it. So I am going to go for Water Spout. I am going to go for the Triple Axel immediately.
Yeah, exactly what move I'd make.
Let's see. As long as I mean, we have to gamble, right? Because we don't really have much here. We don't have much. We can't really switch out.
I'd potentially have swapped out to Ludicolo to cover for a scarfed Urshifu into the Kyogre slot and Terra Iced into the Rillaboom to ensure the knockout.
Offense. I need to break a Sash on Urshifu if it is a Focus Sash Urshifu. And if it's Scarf, that's concerning. But we'll see. I'm hoping Water Spout Triple Axel should get the Rila. I really hope it does. Or it's going to be pretty bad. Alright, we do get the Water Spout off. Excellent. Good chip. I think we should KO.
That's quite especially bulky Urshifu. I normally do a lot more damage against Urshifu in those situations.
U-turn. Okay, so it's Scarf Ursh, but slower than Kyogre. Good to know.
Yeah, Scarf Ursh, slower.
Alright, this is kind of massive because I really want that Triple Axel to connect. Ooh, good play on their Incineroar. Okay, that's fine though. Everything's in range of Ludicolo actually, so this is
why I'd go Terra Ice, purely to get that stab in case of opposing Intimidates.
It's not that bad. Triple Axel. Okay, we're landing. Yeah, it would have been enough, but they're probably going to go for Woodhammer. Woodhammer's going to KO, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
That's painful.
So it might be better that I have brought in the...
I'd be panicking.
It is actually good I brought Xianpao, because having that Focus Sash is going to come in really handy later.
Knowing I haven't dealt with a Calyrex yet, I'd be freaking out.
Rila, we're going to go out into our Ludicolo. Ludicolo is really good offensively lined up. Because now we have the Muddy Water pressure into Incin, and if Calyrex comes in...
He respects my Ludicolo more than I do. I would have been freaking out in this situation.
Muddy Water is still going to do a lot of damage. Alright, or do I think Helping Hand Grass Knot KO's Calyrex Shadow Rider?
What not? Sorry? Energy Ball.
I feel like there's no way in heck that it KO's Calyrex Shadow Rider. I just refuse to believe that. I just would refuse to believe that, yeah. They should bring out the Calyrex. If they bring out Ursh, this is really interesting.
Work too hard, my friends.
They brought out Ursh. I think that's a huge mistake. Okay.
Muddy Water!
Muddy Water. And I go for Helping Hand.
Don't even think the Helping Hand was necessary.
We saw U-turn, so we know that Ursh is most likely a not protect variant. We have that Swift Swim that's active, so we should outspeed the Ursh with the Choice Scarf because of the Swift Swim. So as long as we do that, we KO the Ursh, land the Muddy Water. Either Incineroar goes down if we land the Muddy Water, or if it Terra Ghost, that means Calyrex Shadow Rider can't Terra. We have Xianpao in the back that should be able to clean up.
Yep.
I'm very shocked to see Ursh, but this is really ideal for Ludicolo. We actually see the hard switch out from the Ursh, which is not a good thing for my opponent, as Shadow Rider is taking so much damage here as well. Okay. Is this a Terra from the Incineroar? That is not surprising, but what's Incineroar doing? It can only knock off Parting Shot realistically. And both of those, assuming your Calyrex gets chipped, I'm pretty sure Helping Hand Muddy Water will sweep the game. Let's see. There Ghost. Alright, Helping Hand from Serena into the Ludicolo. Nice, we land both Muddy Waters, which is fantastic.
Hey.
Look at that damage. Accuracy drop on Instant too. Will that impact the game? Let's find out.
It did impact my games at Birmingham. Stay tuned to find out about that.
Nope, goes for knockoff into Serena though.
That's a
and doesn't get the KO at Serena. Okay. I think I'm good with just going for...
What James has probably not realised in this situation, or he hasn't alluded to, is Energy Ball is boosted by grassy terrain, so would probably knock out either Mon in this situation if he wanted to go single target.
Alright. Do I want to... Actually, I should just click Muddy Water, realistically. If I hit 1 out of 2, I'm good, right? And I'm just going to power up the Instant in case I miss the Instant if Calyx goes for Protect and hope that hope that Instant can do something. Because Astro's not going to KO my Ludicolo. So as long as I hit one of these... I was wondering if I should Energy Ball here the Incineroar. I guess I'm still risking crit regardless from the Calyx if I go for Energy Ball, right? And if they Protect, yeah. I have 2 chances to hit a good move into the Incineroar.
He lands a Muddy Water,
which is very good.
He does. He lands a Muddy Water. And we landed
into Incineroar. Perfect. Okay, Incineroar goes down. Excellent. And now it's Ursh and Calyx. And we should have confirmation about the Ursh not able to do anything here. I'm trying to think if there's anything I should do here. Because Ursh is coming in. I guess I should double check. I'm pretty sure that the Ludicolo will outspeed the Ursh. I think we have max speed on the on this. Yeah. So we definitely outspeed the Ursh. We go for Energy Ball. And we protect our Serena. Alex is going to go for double protect, which makes sense. They're hoping that I go for the Calyx. And they need Calyx.
I had a Muddy Water there. You would have got
probably
both
for my last month, but I do get the safe Energy Ball. I get the KO into the Ursh, and that would be a good game. Whew, okay. Okay. And I can also Encore Lock the Calyx if I want to into Protect.
Yes, you can.
In case I don't think Helping Hand Energy Ball KOs the Calyx Shadow Rider, and I have no clue what the calc is realistically, but I don't see a reason not to go for Encore into the Calyx and just swap out into Xianpao. I just don't see a reason not to do it.
Yeah, safe. Makes sense.
I don't think there's a single way well, is there a single way I can lose? I don't think so. Like, even with meme items, like non-existent, like Bright Powder, I don't think it works. They go for a Protect, which is fine. I have Xianpao in. I can go for an Encore Lock into Sucker Punch and guarantee to win, because either the Calyx attacks gets knocked out to the Sucker Punch, or they go for some setup move to avoid the Sucker Punch and then Encore Locks them, and then I just go for Ice Spinner the next turn. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, they've already burned their terror.
So I have the perfect setup here. All right, let's go for an Encore into the Calyx. Let's go for a Sucker Punch into the Calyx as well. They did Terror, right? I'm pretty sure they did.
And GG's.
Sucker Punch gonna go out.
Ludicolo showing what he's worth.
Yeah, they terrored the Instant, which is why I lined it up perfectly. Here. Nice. Nice. Okay.
Ludicolo.
Ludicolo strikes. It was really able to. Having that second spread water type move, even though we lost Kyogre pretty early on.
Yeah, he pulled that back big time. Ludicolo carried.
Yeah, like we got
perfect game 1.
To the Rila, we put the Ursh in Muddy Water range, and when they brought the Ursh back again, oh, it was really bad for them. It was really bad for them.
James gets it.
Calyx Shadow Rider with
the
Incineroar, Dragonite, Amoonguss, Xianpao, and Weezing. If this is the case, I'm pretty sure I just go with Kyogre plus the Serena, which I think is pretty good against their team. I think I always bring Pal because Pal is pretty strong to threaten the Sucker Punch. And I would bring the Ludicolo.
Yeah. You could bring Incin, threaten Rocky Helmet on their Pal. But other than that, you've got the Fake Out from Ludicolo. You outspeed the Pal. Got Serena to cover for priority. Yeah, I'd go with that.
Do I need Ludicolo? I guess I could bring Incineroar instead, but I'll have fun and bring Ludicolo. Especially because if I lose Kyogre early, which is very likely, I need another answer to the Incineroar. And I think having Muddy Water Pressure is better than just going in with Incineroar and then having 3 Pokemon that can't touch an opposing Incineroar. I don't know what they're going to lead. If they lead Weezing plus Calyx Shadow Rider, I just go for a Helping Hand Water Spout.
Yep.
If they lead Pal Knight, it becomes interesting. I might go for the Terra Ice with Serena, click Water Spout plus Triple Axle. But we'll see. We will see. A lot of this is going to come down to
Pal Knight is why you
Kyogre put on the offensive pressure, though, because Kyogre does need to do quite a bit of heavy damage in this game. So let's see. Ludicolo can clean up weakened foes, but we need a strong opener. We're going to see the lead of Calyx plus Weezing. Okay, perfect.
Easy stuff.
All right, Serena Kyogre in.
Terra Water, Water Spout, Helping
Water
Hand.
Spout, Terra Water. I'm going to go for Terra Water. I think it's always the right play.
It's absolutely the right play because you do not kill without the rain. You have to because of the just the tiers of damage. You have to.
Because I don't. Usually the Weezing teams run like a lot of Spadef.
Spadef.
And yeah, I don't think they usually
So funny
Focus
hearing
Sash on these
Spadef.
teams, and I assume Pal would be the Focus Sash mod. So let's go for Helping Hand Water Spout. That's all we need to do. Helping Hand, Terra Water, Water Spout. Oko to Calyx Shadow Rider before it can move, because this is basically the same as Power in the rain, so we should be able to blow up the Weezing into Calyx, I imagine. If we don't, weird spot, but we'll see. Helping Hand going to come out from the Serena, and even though you got rid of my abilities, I don't care. Quick Touch coming out from the Calyx, which is fine.
Kill the Weezing.
If we kill the Weezing, we won't even have to Helping Hand next turn. Okay, they go for a Double Protect, which is cool. Because they don't have a switch to Helping Hand Water Spout still, so they probably assumed I have Scarf now, but it's like, okay, what did they do? Whatever's coming is getting 2-shot by this combo. And they switch out to Weezing, or Weezing gets knocked out, Rain is set back up, we go all over again. So I think they need like a double.
I love how much he's enjoying himself playing with this. It's the entire point of the team. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have a laugh. You just enjoy yourself.
Protective Weezing and maybe a switch to D-Knight, but that's not the case. They are staying in. We do get a Water Spout with Terra Water and Helping Hand boost into both Pokemon.
Ooh! Why do I see a sliver of red?
Actually Focus Sash?
It is actually Focus Sash.
Then why didn't they just attack with the Calyx turn 1 and protect the Weezing? Okay. Interesting.
Why?
I mean, a neutralizing gas, whereas also we are able to get the rain set up, but
Rain's important here.
Disable.
Okay.
All right. They disabled my Kyogre's Water Spout. They know I'm Choice Scarf, but they took a lot of damage, and I have not really lost much other than I have to switch out the next turn. Dragonite coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Just to confirm my speed tier, I'm faster than like not Adamant Max Speed Dragonite. I don't know if they run bulk or not. I probably just go POW, because did I go POW?
I'd go Kyogre, more specially defensive, leaves power at full health.
I don't have Terra anymore, so I can't Terra out of E-Speed. I think it's probably Ludicolo. Go hard into Ludicolo and destroy off a Triple Axle into the... Or should I just Protect? Because I don't think they... Actually, no, Protect Serena is fine here.
I'd have tripled Axle there, just to cover for a potential Tailwind.
Because what I'm expecting is you would get rid of the Serena so you can use your priority move with Dragonite. That's what
That makes sense too.
I would expect. And if Ludicolo goes down, I get a free switch to POW, and then POW just Sucker Punch, and I Triple Axle threaten the Dragonite, so it should be fine. Astral Barrage coming out, which is not too surprising. Alright.
Oof.
Ludicolo
that
takes
hurts.
that.
Yeah, does.
Scale Shot. Okay. It's
Scale Shot, Dragonite?
I go for a Muddy Water.
Makes sense.
And I go for a Triple Axle.
Yeah.
This is a really good... Actually, I should have just Grass Knotted.
Grass Whatted now? Energy Ball!
But they go for a Terra, so this ends up working out fine for me regardless, because I still get good damage into Dragonite with Muddy Water. Okay. They can't extreme speed here because I do have Queenly Majesty still on deck, which is nice.
Yup.
All right. Calyx protects, which is cool.
Good that you didn't single target.
Muddy Water will come out into the Dragonite slot. Good damage.
Okay.
Is that multi-skill? It might be. Oh, Tailwind. What?
Why is it faster than Serena?
Was not expecting Tailwind. Oh, no. All right. Triple Axle. I mean, we're getting good damage in Dragonite, but... It's not
Nice
expecting
crit
that
at
one.
the end.
It's not expecting that one. All right.
We've got a stalled out Tailwind now.
I gotta think about this because we have to stall out 3 turns of tail, and I think getting the free switch to POW while having the Queenly Majesties to play. So unfortunately, Ludicolo, I think I will have
you got
to
to sack
go
off. You
down
got to
here.
sack off Ludicolo here.
There's not much I can do. We'll protect Serena. We'll bring in.
I appreciate
Xianpao,
you
and we
trying
have
to
play
protect
a
my girl.
mind game because they're about to get a Astral Barrage KO into Ludicolo, which means they get a +1 with the Calyx. So this is actually not looking so hot here. I will have to make a bit of a read. I don't think. Okay.
That Tailwind changes the game.
We'll see. Scale shot into the Serena. I'm going into the Xianpao and I'm throwing off a Sucker Punch. The question is into who? Because there's a Scale Shot and then there's also the Astral Barrage. I feel like we tried to disable the Sucker Punch.
Yeah, you Sucker Punch into Dragonite.
I really want to Sucker Punch a Dragonite.
I have no protect.
I really do, and I think I will attempt it. And then I'm going to go for Triple Axle, I guess, into the Calyx. Let's see. It really comes down to... I'm expecting Disable here. This could be like Tailwind from the Dragonite. Oh, they don't. All right. I get the free Sucker Punch into the Dragonite, which is great.
Lovely stuff. Dragonite out the way.
That's nice. If they Astro, though, this is not great. Okay, they did disable the Sucker Punch.
Good
Okay.
read.
I had a feeling they were going to attack with Dragonite. The Calyx was kind of like a mind game. I
Great
guess they could have
read.
protected with Dragonite and went for the disable with the Xianpao, but that was risky because that gave Serena a free attack. But I had a feeling they were going to try to disable the Sucker Punch, and I got that call right.
How much HP has Serena got?
Thank goodness, thank goodness.
Oh, it
The
has
Sucker Punch in the
+1.
Calyx made sense, but I thought the disable made so much. Oh, it was the Moongus back. Okay. I think I could have still been fine regardless. Yeah, I could have still been fine regardless. But yeah, that is rough. We go for a Ice Spinner into the Amoonguss. They
Triple
tear
Axle.
it already, so I guess we just go for helping. No, we
Triple
let's just
Axle.
Triple Axle Ice Spinner.
Cool.
Not gonna be forfeit. Okay.
Ludicolo 2 for
Scared
2.
I was
Lovely
not
stuff.
expecting Sash Calyx Shadow Rider on that team because I'm always expecting it on the POW because
Yeah, Focus Sash Shadow Rider on a team that had Shenpao, as well as a Tailwind fast Dragonite.
I changed the dynamic
Okay,
completely.
then.
That really did change the dynamic completely. 'Cause
Fast
the fact that
Scale
it was the
Shot.
ground was actually kind of annoying, but we were able to break through.
Tailwind
thankfully.
Dragonite. Whatever.
Cresselia, Calyx Ice Rider, the
Oof.
Amoonguss, Tinglu, Raging Bolt, and Entei. All right, we have some interesting picks to say the least. Interesting picks for sure. All right, I think I'm gonna go with the Serena Kyogre. Offensively, it seems pretty good. I think Terra-wise, we're probably gonna be tearing our Serena.
Yeah.
Because we'll probably be going for triple axle double ups. We're gonna bring our Ludicolo. Offensively, I think is
I'm not into Ice Rider, you don't. I would not bring Serena and Ludicolo into Ice Rider. You bring one or the other. I'd probably lead Ludicolo Kyogre in this situation, just because it gives you a fake out option. So you can fake out Water Spout. If it protects, you can Encore. It makes it really, really straightforward in that regards. If they're trying hard Trick Room, you're kind of a bit stuffed, but yeah.
pretty decent. And then last Pokemon we're gonna bring is either Incineroar or the Chien Pao.
I'm bringing both. My two backups are Strong Cat, Long Cat. They're my Trick Room. They're my Trick Room players. You need them just available, especially against the Calyrex Ice Rider.
Oh, which one I want to bring? Both are actually pretty good.
Yeah, both should be coming.
I mean, offensively, it's the Chien Pao.
Offensively, it's both. Strong Cat's
And I
built
think
with
it's
quite
probably
high
the better
attack.
Mon here. Although they do get Trick Room up, I probably want Incineroar. Or would I prefer just having priority? I think I'll bring Chien Pao.
You gotta bring Incin.
Yeah, let's bring Chien Pao. I'll try playing more aggressive with the team. I want to see how the aggressive modes really work because they have a very, very specific... this should be hard Trick Room. This should just be hard Trick Room. The question is, how well can we handle hard Trick Room?
What's the lead?
I don't think they're leading Entei. Raging Bolt makes sense. Ting Lu, okay.
Raging Bolt, Ting Lu, right, so...
As I lead Serena plus Kyogre, I think I'm just going to go for a Water Spout. Do I even have to Water Spout in this position? I don't have to. I could go Ludicolo and that's super safe. Or I can go Chien Pao if I want to play aggressive here.
Terra Ice, Triple Axle, Ludicolo,
I
switch.
think that's probably the play actually to go aggressive. I'm going to Triple Axle the Raging
Terra
Bolt.
Ice, you've got a Terra Ice early. Get
go
that
Chien
extra
Pao.
damage in.
This could be like Protect Ruination from their side. Electric move, which is cool. Snarl if the Tinglu has it. I don't know where the Terra is going, but I think Chien Pao get this triple axle with the Sword of Ruin into the Raging Bolt. I don't want to Terra because if I don't need to Terra, then there's no point. We're gonna see the switch out, which is
I
interesting.
disagree.
Terra, okay,
get
that works
damage.
for me still. That still works for me. I do get triple
killed
axle.
the Among Us.
And the Tinglu does Terra. Yep, as expected. Okay.
Terra what?
Perfect. Okay, so we have baited the Terra successfully. It's Terra
Water.
Water, so I can power up the Tinglu, which is great. All right, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good so far. Also, Grass Knot's still going to be effective against the Tinglu. Rocky Helmet is not ideal, but I thought there's so much because of the Sword of Ruin. Are we KOing the Amoonguss? Oh, I was just about to say, if we KO'd
You would have done with the Terra.
Crazy. All right.
Also, would have bought Ludicolo.
Ruination,
You still have the grass
so they
coverage.
want to be the power Water Spout, which makes sense. But Chien Pao now in a pretty good offensive position. I can go for a power up pretty safely into the Tinglu. I can just go for an Ice Spinner into the Amoonguss. I could maybe try to read a switch if I want to, but I just don't really see a reason to.
Yeah, probably not worth the risk. Reading the
This
switch.
could be Calyx Ice Rider, but I mean, they take a bunch of damage from the Power Whip because this is Sword of Ruin. And if they switch out Amoonguss into it, does the Tinglu protect is a good question. Because if it does empower, it might just threaten a knockout, which would actually be pretty massive. So let's see what they decide here. Right now, my goal is just to deny Trick Room. It's got to be Calyx Ice Rider as the last Pokemon. So it's looking pretty good offensively. I do need one of these two Pokemon around, though, to beat the Raging Bolt. They go for Rage Powder, which...
Makes
it's
no
cool.
difference.
I guess in case I doubled up the Tinglu, I am able to get the Ice Spinner KO into the Amoonguss. I already had my Sash broken, so it doesn't matter about the Rocky Helmet, really. I might be in range of Thunderclap, but I don't think the Tinglu can knock out the Serena here from this range. Power Whip. Nice, we do connect, which is great. Good damage into the Tinglu. Heavy Slam is fine. Into the Chien Pao. All right, excellent.
Again, still would have preferred Ludicolo in that situation.
We got a bunch of damage, which is beautiful. And let's go out. I'm going to go out on a Ludicolo. Let's put on some offense here.
Isn't.
You might be thinking, why don't I just go out in the Kyogre? But I think Ludicolo makes sense here because if Calyx comes in exactly, I can go for a... I think Triple Axle KOs the Tinglu to cover for a Raging Bolt switch. I have no clue.
It does with Terra. Terra Ice, Triple Axle into the Tinglu slot, and then fake out
I
the
think
Calyrex.
my play here is just to Power Whip the Tinglu and go for a fake out into the Calyrex, which probably protects. And if they protect, I can Encore Trap the Calyrex, and that's kind of what I want here. I would really love if that's the case. Is being able to trap the Calyrex into Encore, because I feel like you would fear me going for Power Whip plus a fake out into Calyrex, right? And take a bunch of damage to where you get doubled up the next turn and get O-code. Perfecto. We are in business. We are in business.
Yeah, he's played that perfectly, to be fair to him.
All I need to do is focus on the other slot now. Beautiful. All right. Goodbye, Tinglu. I'm going to go for the Terra Ice now. I don't know if it KOs Raging Bolt,
didn't need it,
but ideally it does.
His switch, it's still free damage, isn't it?
Yep, Raging Bolt coming in. Terra doesn't matter on Kyogre. I guess it could if I want more offense, but we're going with the offense with our Serena. This should be slow Raging Bolt, I imagine. Encore to Calyrex here into Protect. And then we have to focus on KOing the Raging Bolt.
Could kill from this range.
So that's why I want as much damage as I possibly can into Raging Bolt. It's not booster energy, which is good. Because if it was booster energy, the Thunderclap would be concerning damage. But Encore into Calyrex, so now it is locked in, which is great. The fake out Encore threat is super massive. The triple axle going to come out from the Terra Ice Serena into the Raging Bolt. Did we just hit once?
That is a 99% accurate move. Ouch.
Okay, thank goodness they Thunderbolted the Ludicolo. Oh my goodness.
It's a lot of damage. For a neutral attack, that's a lot of damage.
Awkward. I'm gonna Encore the Raging Bolt.
I'd have just fucking energy balled it.
The Raging Bolt.
I would have just
energy
energy balled it.
I don't want to take a Life Orb hit because I assume I can KO the Raging Bolt with the next triple axle with that initial hit. Well, let's see. All right, second chance, Serena. Second chance.
One. Two.
I think the next one KOs.
3.
All right, now I just guarantee win against the Calyrex. So there's a lot I can do here. I'm probably just gonna go back into Kyogre, spam fake out, and then they're locked in. Then Encore ends. Then I can just go for Encore again and click Water Spout. So that's my play.
Spam fake out. Why?
Play here. I'm gonna go for fake out. Switch to Kyogre. That was gonna be for.
Why fake out? You have a turn to attack unless you expect the double protect to work. You're trying to save PP.
Because they realized they're in an Encore loop. I was like, really, Serena?
Cook the Ice Rider.
A lot more damage than I expected, actually.
Well done. Played that better than I would have thought. I would have bought insane.
Ludicolo has some pretty decent SPDF. I know Raging Bolt is a pretty insane one, but that was a lot. Was that choice specs? It might have been choice specs, realistically.
That was a
choice
lot.
Specs, I think we were fine, assuming we hit like the triple axles to put in Water Spout range, but that could have been ugly. Roaring Moon, Mousehold, Zamazenta, Raichu, Goldengo, and Fluttermane. Wow, this is one.
My team struggles into Zamazentas, so I'm keen to see how he deals with this. For sure. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this one because I can't give too much advice.
What I want here, I think I don't really like the Serena. It only affects the fake out on the Raichu, which is not great. I probably want Whimsicott. I probably want Incineroar. Do I want Jianpao? It's not bad. It's not necessary though.
Tailwind Shenpao.
I realistically think I'm Terra Ghosting the instant. I guess I could theoretically also go for a Terra on the Kyogre for more damage. But I think I'm going to go with Whimsicott plus Incin. And then in the back, I like Kyogre Ludicolo.
Interesting.
I can see Xianpao being brought, but I don't think I need it. I would rather have the offensive pressure of both my water moves in rain. So let's see.
Yeah.
I think having that threat is pretty massive. So let's see what they're going to lead. Because this team, I can't really figure it out, man. They got redirection. I guess Gold Mouse is a thing with Raichu. I don't know if you could really do that against a Kyogre team, though, with Water Spouts. So we're going to see the Whimsicott and the Incineroar versus a Raichu and Zamazenta. All right. All right, super safe here. Super safe. I should be able to go for just a Will-O-Wisp immediately with Terra goes.
It doesn't have Willow. One of my mistakes.
Oh, I completely forgot this instant set. I completely forgot this instant set. Oh, no. Actually, this is fine. It's not ideal, but it's okay. You know what? We're going to Moonblast a Raichu. We're going to go for a Fake Out into the Zamazenta. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. That wasn't exactly my ideal nature, but okay, this is acceptable. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm able to get Moonblast off in a Raichu. It's Assault Vest. Okay, good to confirm.
Special attack drop.
Whatever. Heavy Slam into the Whimsicott. Okay, so Whimsicott's hanging around, which is cool.
Low attack on that.
I can go for an Encore into
Normally
the Raichu, and I'm just going to go for a Parting Shot into the Raichu as well. I don't know if Raichu switches out. We'll find out. But my ideal scenario here is they take the KO on Incin, and I get the free switch to Kyogre. Nice. Okay. That is nice. Maybe I should have Encored the Zamazenta into Heavy Slam. But this is alright as well.
Should have come out, I think.
I'm okay with this. Now I get to go for really strong water type moves in the rain. So I guess this is okay. Obviously, this could have been way better. This could have been way better if I remembered. Oh, I don't have Wisp.
Yeah, that's something I have changed.
This is fine. All right, we're bringing out... Actually, I'm bringing out Ludicolo first because we want the extra turn of rain. So we always go Ludicolo first and then into Kyogre. So here's the Kyogre. I forgot. Did they have any? They didn't have any speed control methods other than Roaring Moon, which I don't think is coming out. So we go for Water Spout and we go for the Fake Out into the Zamazenta.
Yeah. Makes sense.
If I think Wide Guard is coming out, is it better to just Encore it now?
No, Fake Out now, Encore after.
Actually, no, it's better to Fake Out always. It should just protect here, realistically. We're going to see the Raichu switch into Roaring Moon. Okay, so they go hard into Roaring Moon. Acceptable.
Yes and no.
Ludicolo go down.
They got Tailwind advantage now.
Oh, it's attack booster Roaring Moon. That changes the game immensely. And we're going to see a Terra from the Zamazenta. Okay.
No speed boost.
Interesting. Terra Water. Oh, it's vulnerable to Grass Knot. Okay, that's cool.
Not Grass Knot. Energy Ball.
Cool
but me. Yes.
So I get a Fake Out into the Zamazenta, which means that Terra is committed. I am able to go for a Water Spout now. Good damage. Really good damage, actually. Okay. I think that this is just a Incineroar switch.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'm going to go for my Terra Steel, and I'm going to Energy Ball the Zamazenta. I'd be shocked if this isn't KO. I feel like you have to... Would you... Wide Guard here? I think so, because you saw I have a Scarf Kyogre, right?
Assuming he has Wide Guard, yeah, you'd think
if
Wide
it's
Guard's
attack
likely
booster,
to come
I'm kind of curious on what this Roaring Moon set is, because if it's attack booster, I mean, that changes it a lot. I'm going for the Terra Steel to avoid the acrobatics. We bring out the Incineroar, get the Intimidate off into the Roaring Moon. Let's see. I should be able to get the Energy Ball KO into Zama. I was thinking of Encore, but like, why not just take the knockout, right? If we're able to. If it was Speed Booster, I would have Encored, because then they could have Tailwinded, and it would have made the game a lot more awkward. But I think this works out better.
I gotta love my Ludicolo.
Oh, no Wide Guard. Energy Ball gonna come out.
No Wide Guards? Okay.
It's just gonna knock out the Zamazenta. That's beautiful.
You're making easy work of this Zamazenta. Really nice. I really wish you had piloted the team in Birmingham.
Knock off. Okay, so I wasted my Terra.
Oof!
Ooh, that did so much.
That Incin switch is saved.
But jeez, That did a
That
lot.
instant switch has saved him there with that Intimidate.
And that's
That's
Flutter.
a lot
Okay.
at a -1.
It's not booster energy, which is good. Actually, if it's not booster, can't I just knock off the Flutter? And I
Encore.
want to lock this up.
Yeah, Encore it, I guess.
Do I think this is Tailwind Roaring Moon? I think it could be. I'm really worried about Tailwind here, like randomly. I think I just knock off the Flutter and I Encore the Roaring Moon.
Makes sense. I think I would have done the same.
All right, Roaring Moon is now Encored. So it's locked in the knockoff. Thousand Gleam, okay.
Bye-bye, Ludicolo.
So much, that's choice specs. Okay. If they can't protect, I just win the game with Water Spout. So I had a good
my
lock
poor
up.
Baba.
All right, perfect.
Poor Pina.
Perfect. They can't Tailwind. They couldn't Acro. Force the knockoff. My instant. They take the Rocky Helmet damage. Plus, here's a knockoff into your Flutter main. And goodbye your choice specs.
Boom.
So much damage. Yep, choice specs. Beautiful.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
then
What a crazy team.
Kyogre.
And I completely misremembered my Incineroar. Not having...
You did completely misremember the
Willis.
Incineroar set.
I
That's because it's
completely
not
forgot.
an
I,
optimal
for some
Incineroar
reason,
set.
read this Incineroar as Will-O-Wisp this entire time, but
Would have made
we
more
have the
sense
game
as
locked. We go
Will-O-Wisp.
for a knockoff. We go for a Water Spout. We guarantee Seal to win here because they don't. Unless Bloodermane has Protect, I low rolled a Roaring Moon, but I'm pretty sure Water Spout will always KO here.
Yeah, Water Spout. Double kill.
I can't believe I'm misremembering my instant this entire time. I keep thinking it's Wisp, but it's just Taunt.
Crit. Unneeded.
But beautiful.
Always
All right,
when you
Bloodermane
don't
goes
need
down.
them.
Roaring Moon goes down. The game plan didn't go exactly according to plan. My game plan was trying to get a fake tier setup with Whimsicott, but I guess like I had a backup with Encore Ludicolo, which was nice. And I knew Ludicolo was going to be nice into this because Encore was just so good into the team. I completely forgot they had another
Wait, what?
I forgot they had another Ron.
The Raichu! It survived!
I mean, the game's over. We go for a knockoff. We go for Water Spout, but yeah. I thought we killed the
Yeah,
Raichu.
they
What was this
cancelled.
game, man?
Fair
I was
enough.
so off it. I was so off my game here. I don't know why. I just... Maybe I should go to bed. Maybe I should go to bed. I completely forgot.
You
they
and
had
me
a
both,
Raichu.
James. I forgot to.
Okay, but I still think that Scarf Kyogre was set up immaculately there because I was always getting 2 knockouts with Water Spout. So I guess it wouldn't have changed too much, but that's just crazy to me. That's just crazy. I forgot. But then again, I guess Water Spout, if it is Choice Specs Flutter, and I am able to Encore the Roaring Moon, I'm just set up in a nice Water Spout position regardless.
Yep. 616.
Raging Bull, Torkoal, Fluttermane, the Heartflame Ogerpon, Annihilate, and Calyx Ice Rider. Ugh. One of Rain's biggest nightmares if you don't have Rain Dance is Sun plus Calyx Ice Rider. Oh no. Oh no.
Right, so...
What am I going here? Okay, I definitely am bringing the Incineroar. Actually, am I? There's an Annihilate too. There's so much that's actually so threatening because it's probably a Scarf Final Gambit.
Scarf Final Gambit's
What am I doing
fine.
here in this
Serena.
match? This is not looking good. This is not looking hot.
Right. In this matchup, I'm going Serena Kyogre. No. In case of the Torkoal lead. Torkoal, but if... Yeah. Yeah, Serena Kyogre with Incin and then Shen Power in the back.
I bet Ludicolo.
Ludicolo shouldn't be coming to this matchup. Ludicolo should categorically not be coming to
I'll
this
leave
matchup.
Ludicolo plus the Kyogre, I think.
No,
In the
no.
back, I want
no.
Serena. Am I bringing Incineroar? Am I bringing Xianpai? I think I have to bring Incineroar, or otherwise I don't have anything that switches into Heartflame. This is such a... This looks so bad matchup-wise. This looks so
Yeah, it does.
bad
It looks
matchup-wise.
worse when you take Ludicolo. Unfortunately, this is one of those
'Cause I can't
games where
think
my
here's
girl
the
has to
Cogs.
stay
I'm
home.
gonna try to brute force it because they have Sun. And Clear Amulet, of course, is also another option on their item. So it's pretty bad. Dealing with Ogerpon Heartflame as an offensive mon is going to suck. I have to maneuver Wetters pretty well. I don't think they're leading Torkoal at the very least. They shouldn't lead Torkoal.
Torkoal leads.
They let Torkoal. Wait, this is fine. This is fine.
This is not fine.
I actually don't mind this.
You lead Serena here.
Go for a water spout and fake out into the Calyx, and I want damage into whatever's coming in. I also don't want to switch Serena on a random fire move, and I want to get that big damage into the Torkoal. So we go for a water spout. I guess I could Ice Beam, but I don't think I want to.
Nah, see,
It
you
should switch
lead
down to Raging Bolt
Serena
here.
there with Kyogre, and you can Helping Hands
Okay.
Water Spout.
That's fine. Show me Protect on the Calyx. At least I got some damage on Raging Bolt.
It won't protect.
Ooh, wait, they didn't. Oh, that's actually going to stink that they didn't. I had a water spout off into Calyx. That does nothing. I was really hoping to catch them protecting, but I really wanted them to protect
you
there.
can't. You don't exactly have a hard switch here either.
Going Glacial Lance here. Oh, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, you're in a tough position.
I don't
because
think
you
Terra
didn't...
Water Water Spout plus Energy Ball will get the Calyx Ice Rider. Yeah, this is bad. I was forced to double out there. Trying to think if I can do anything. I'm gonna try double switching, but at this point
Double
it's looking
switch
pretty bad.
is
They're
not
gonna get
gonna
Trick
go
'em
well.
up, and I think I'm just gonna get swept. Unfortunately, Calyx Ice Rider Sud is probably one of the most demonic matches for this team possible.
Yes and
Unless
no.
I get extremely lucky, like they Thunderclap for no reason, which they should never Thunderclap here. They should always just Thunderbolt. Unless they fear like double Ice Beam. Because they never saw my speed tiers.
There's a Thunderbolt.
That's so much. It's Life Orb too.
Trick Room puts you in a good place here,
Wait, they
but
fired off
it's
a Glacial
not
Lance.
Glacial Lance.
Maybe I'm coping, but maybe there's a chance.
You're still in a tough situation. This is not a good matchup. You lead Serena, you can Terra Ice into it, you then resist in all four fronts.
Like, I'm very hard coping right now. I'm gonna go Kyogre.
I would have even potentially hard switched into the Insin and protected in turn one if you had led with Serena.
Okay, let me see if I can get this right. I feel like
It's a tough one.
I feel like if I was them,
tough.
I'd switch
It's
up
not
the
the
Cali
easiest
Ice into
matchup, and I'm not
Torkoal
telling
and
him how to
just
suck eggs,
attack,
obviously,
right?
because
I could
he's
water
a
spout
champion.
off KO or
Like,
Cali where I could have
but I
whatever.
definitely wouldn't have leaded Ludicolo
Okay,
in
maybe
this
is super
matchup,
cope,
but then
I'm gonna
I've
try
had
to
more
do a
practice
bait
with the
maneuver.
team,
I'm
so
going. I gotta make some hard read
it's a
here.
tough one.
Because if I just, I guess if I Terra Water Spout and read him not to go Torkoal, then I have an out. But like, just go Torkoal on the Cali Ice, please. I got it wrong. Got it wrong. I thought they wouldn't do that because, oh, is this that bad actually? This might not be too bad actually. Yeah, because I can Encore to Cali Ice now. Wait, we might have something here. We might have something here. Okay. I'm going to knock off the Torkoal slot and I'm going to Encore the Calyx Ice Rider because I'm hoping they go into Raging Bolt here because they want to have the Torkoal around. And they don't want to risk like, hey, I go switch into Kyogre and click Muddy Water.
Parting Shot, probably better.
Which I think they could
Knockoff.
realistically like
Knockoff's not going
take
to get
it.
a ton of
Like
damage
they
there.
can afford that, but I kind of have to get some reads right, and I'm hoping they want to conserve resources more. Yes. Okay. Okay. We have something. This is a game. Oh, it's Ogerpon actually instead. Okay. Did they double the Cali Ice here?
You Encore.
Okay.
Lovely. Okay.
Encore.
You can bring this back.
Nice.
This is why you Parting Shot though, because then you've got the water, the rain up.
So I get a knockoff into the Ogerpon, although this is bad.
Yeah, you should have Parted Shot last turn. This
is
not
bad.
unfortunate.
I actually would have...
Hard switch
I
into
guess I could Parting
Kyogre.
Shot, but that doesn't change anything.
Hard switching to
Unfortunately, my
Kyogre and
defensive
Water
terror
Spout.
stinks here because of
You're
Ivy
safe.
Cudgel.
Hard switch, not Water Spout, Muddy Water.
I would Ivy Cudgel to Ludicolo, switching to Torkoal if I was them. There really is not anything I can do here. I guess I'm just gonna parting shot out the Ogre opponents.
Muddy Water, bring in the water. You got to bring in the rain.
I can't
If
see
the rain
anything. I was trying to
drops,
see if there's a world I
is
can
what it
switch
is.
out into Kyogre, but then I just don't get the weather up. Wait, they went Raging Bolt.
Oh, I
thought
see
they
what
would
you're
not
trying
do
to
that
avoid
because
now.
of the risk of me going for Muddy Water switch to Ogre. I guess. Wait. Oh, I timed out too. I didn't mean to click fake out. Also, I was faster than the Ludicolo. I tried, man. We had an out. We had an out. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out here because I just guarantee lose to Cali Ice plus the Kyogre.
Yeah,
or Cali Ice plus
GG
the Raging
here,
Bolt now
unfortunately.
because weather cannot be changed anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
or
don't
Muddy
think
to
there's
random.
much to watch in
There's
this
Ivy Cudgel because
one.
Torkoal. All right, so I'm not Cali. Good
Yeah,
fun.
it was
Raging Bee and Sandwich Crush.
GG. Moving on.
Whimsicott, Calyx, Shadow Rider, Shiftry, Volcarona, Fluttermane, and the Entity Female.
Shiftry?
Oh, this is gonna be pretty rough, isn't it? Gonna be pretty rough. Okay, let's see what we can do.
No, it should be relatively straightforward.
I don't have any wind moves other than Tailwind, which is fine.
It should be pretty
I'm gonna leave
straightforward.
Whimsicott plus Kyogre. I do think I need the offense
Incineroar.
here. I want to bring Ludicolo because fast pace is the name of the game. I'm kind of worried if it's sunny day on Whimsicott, though. If it's sunny day on the Whimsicott, we got problems, man. We have major problems. Then back Pokemon, I'm gonna bring Pow or am I bring? I don't think it's Serena because Serena doesn't.
Not
do
sure
much
I
here.
would have bought
It's
Ludicolo.
either Incin or Xianpao. Xianpao has better odds, I think.
I guess
Although
you could.
Incin's like really
It
tough
doesn't
to
hurt,
actually
but
dish out damage to. I think I'd rather have Incin as a pivot. Also, we could break a Focus Sash on Shiftry because I feel like Shiftry's probably Focus Sash. Although not having Sucker Punch pressure is not amazing either. I don't know. We'll see. Because if they try to Trick Room on my Tailwind and go with like a Trick Room route, at least I have Incin that's slower than most of their team.
yeah.
In case it's like one of those teams. We're going to see the Shiftry plus the Whimsicott. Okay, super ideal. Super ideal. Alright. So we lead Kyogre plus the Whimsicott. We are going to go for a Moonblast immediately into the Shiftry, and we're going to go out into our Incineroar.
Yeah.
Provide that Intimidate, and we could be knocked out the Shiftry tournament, which would be pretty
Great minds, James. Great minds.
Alright, Incineroar in.
Don't forget the sub.
Let's see what they decide to go for here. Fake out, beautiful. The Rocky Helmet breaks the Focus Sash. Tailwind? Yep, Tailwind. Okay. Unfortunately, the Shiftry's not doing anything. So sorry if anyone wanted to see Shiftry do anything. Because it's probably not living as Moonblast. I'm just going to say that. Moonblast comes out into the Shiftry. Goodbye, Shiftry.
Bye-bye, Shiftry.
And, yeah. It's not as good as Bramblegast, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Shadow Rider. If it's Shadow Rider, I probably want to go for... Yep, Shadow Rider's in. I don't know if they have Sunny Day. I feel like this is probably Sunny Day, but we'll see.
Tailwind knockoff.
I'm going to go for Terra Dark with my Whimsicott to prevent the Encore, or yeah, prevent the Encore. We're going to go for a Tailwind with our Whimsicott.
Yeah, Tailwind knockoff.
And we're going to go for a... I want to taunt the Whimsicott so I can Pine Shot the next turn. Maybe.
Nah, just knockoff.
I actually like that a lot. I'm going to go for it. I expect Calyx to Terra. I don't know if you're going to go for Terra Fairy Drain Kiss immediately. I kind of doubt it.
I'd have knockoff,
Let's see.
personally. No, wait,
Actually,
there's a
maybe
Terra.
no, I needed to Party Shot actually because I'm worried about Moonblast the next turn in my Whimsicott. Actually, yeah,
Terra
I should
what?
have. Terrifying.
Fighting,
Okay.
okay.
That's fine by me. I wish I Moonblasted, but that's okay. If they KO my instant, so be it. I get a free switch to Kyogre, and I think that's alright.
Yeah.
Terra, Whimsicott. I need damage into the Calyx stuff. I don't get the damage. It's actually pretty concerning. Please tell me they Moonblast immediately. Okay, I think they Moonblast immediately.
I mean, we're fast.
It is Terra Blast terrifying, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Please KO the instant. I actually want to KO the instant. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay, okay.
Terrifying Terra Blast. Different.
Life Orb? It has to be Life Orb or Specs. Life Orb. Okay, perfect. I think we should survive one.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Good turn, good turn, good turn. We can go into Kyogre. Calyx live Water Spout?
Nope.
I want to say no.
You're right. No. It can't.
I want to say no.
You are right. No, it can't.
The question is, do I expect Calyx to protect?
Because
Because they saw that I just went straight into the Kyogre. I could fake Tears the Whimsicott Water Spout, or I could fake Tears the Calyx. If they... I feel like Water Spout KOs, and if not, Ludicolo would KO.
Moonblast?
So you know what? I'm going to fake Tears the Whimsicott. I'm going to go for Water Spout. Whimsicott retreats. What? Oh, that's smart of them to go into the... Wait, no, this still works out for me, I think.
I'm trying to stop it being...
No, this still works out for me.
Encore into...
Assuming Water Spout KOs the Calyx or puts in range of the Life Orb hit that's about to take. So I guess regardless who I fake to, it didn't matter. Be Water Spout.
Water Spout kills here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Whew. Oh, thank goodness, man. Thank goodness. Okay, goodbye, Calyx. And then I was hoping Ludi would be enough to clean up with the help of Whimsicott, but...
Yeah, it doesn't look necessary at this point.
That's good. That's good. I would have had to hit several Muddy Waters at that point, but yeah. All right. Whimsicott in. They sell Tailwind? They do. I don't think it changes anything. I think I just go for a Moonblast anyway.
Yeah, Moonblast, Water Spout.
I guess I targeted the Entity and I Water Spout. Oh, should be probably.
Game over.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Scarf Kyogre being very solid here. I think the turn one just catching the Shift Tree and then not being able to do anything. So Instant was definitely the right call.
Lovely stuff,
been a good
my
back play as
friends.
well. Again, if I didn't knock out the Calyx with a Water Spout, we know it's like Frail Calyx if it's Life Orb. Now on this kind of offensive team, they need a lot of investment to KO my Instant with the Terra Blast. The fact that I'd be able to get the Water Spout off guaranteed. If it somehow survived because Calyx has good Spadef, then it goes down to its own Life Orb hit. I take an Expanding Force or an Astral Barrage at worst. If Astral Barrage comes out, Kyre's still around, I get Water Spout plus like Muddy Water.
You're rambling, sir. You're rambling.
I did lose my Kyogre in turn one. Enough at that point. All right, let's go over the games.
Let's go over them.
I did lose my Kyogre in turn one, but I was able to get
that was
huge amount of
dangerous.
damage into my opponent's Rillaboom and was able to get a ton of damage into that Urshifu. And with the proper setup, Ludicolo was in a fantastic spot with the Muddy Water to helping hand support from Serena and came in clutch, hitting the Muddy Waters and being able to knock out the Pokemon on my opponent's side, and then finally trap in the Calyx Shadow Rider for a guaranteed win. In game 2, I was not expecting Focus Sash Calyx Shadow Rider, which definitely made this game a lot harder than I think it could have been when I was anticipating this.
Quite a few surprises in that game too. Mostly around that Dragonite build. Very shocking.
Team preview. However, a really good call on predicting the disable from the Calyx and sucker punching the...
That is elite level play, and that is why he's a champion. That is just... Yeah, Would I have protected there? No, Serena's at full health. I would have attacked with Serena anyway. But not because I predict the disable. I would have attacked because I was confident that it would survive. Although Calyx is at +1, so hell of a gamble either way, from either me purely gambling or from James's genius of predicting the disable.
Dragonite, as well as getting that double knockout, really allowed me to pick up a victory. In game 3, although it didn't go exactly according to plan, I was able to have a really good spot as I forced a Terra from the Tinglu, was able to get a lot of damage without sacrificing too much on my Kyogre. That I was really just able to dish a lot of damage, especially with the Encore Ludicolo coming,
there's the
punishing
Serena.
that protect on the Calix Ice Rider, and setting up for a fantastic spot for me to KO.
That still hurts. It happened to me at Birmingham. It's happened to me countless times in practice. 99% accurate move, either not hitting at all or just hitting the once. A nod to Birmingham is what that was, and fair play for that. It's just really disappointing to see. But as our M&J TV would say, if it's not 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate.
The Raging Bolt with the triple axle, and then the Calyx was locked into Protect alone. In game 4, I'm not sure about this team, and I completely have just forgotten the sets. Like, I thought I was Wisp Instant. I was definitely not.
It should have been Wisp Instant. I should have taken Wisp Instant to Birmingham. There may be a future iteration with a Wisp Instant. Yeah, foolish by me to not bring Wisp, I guess. I guess trying to use Taunt to prevent Trick Room was more important, but it didn't work out that way because I didn't come up against one hard Trick Room team in Birmingham, so there you go.
Yeah, that had to make me change my plans a lot. However, I was still set up in a decent position utilizing the Kyogre and the Ludicolo. I was able to do some pretty solid damage across the board and KO the Zamazenta that did have the Terra Water, which was an interesting choice with the Ludicolo. While I wasn't able to set up for a perfect position with Ludicolo, I did Encore trap the Roaring Moon, and Incineroar plus Kyogre were able to clean up thanks to that Choice Scarf on Kyogre with the Water Spout.
Yeah, attack boosted. Don't know about that one.
Able to put on a lot of pressure and was able to get double knockouts on the second to last turn. In game 5, I think this matchup is pretty.
It's a lot worse when you lead Ludicolo into it. Don't, without Weather Ball, which my new set runs, don't bring Ludicolo into a team with Sun. It just doesn't work. Just rely on your ice types, rely on Incineroar, rely on Serena Terra'd into an ice type to protect it against Calyrex Ice Rider.
Bad. I think no Rain Dance on this team with Sun plus Calyrex Ice Rider. It's just hard for me to actually out damage. Although there was a spot that was making it possible.
You had the possible out there because of that switch.
I was actually able to threaten a lot. The only problem was I thought the Calyrex Ice Rider would have switched out into the Torkoal, so they kept a wetter. If I had known there was a chance that I could have actually went into the Kyogre instead for my Incineroar, got a big muddy water off into the Ogre Pond and the Raging Bull taking ship, and then I also would have been in a pretty nice spot, assuming that I was able to do enough to the Ogre Pond, because I would have been able to take the Ivy Cudgel. Still would have been awkward, but definitely playable. But did not work out because Ivy Cudgel knocked out my Ludicolo, and that was it. Game 6, oh, this went fantastic. With the turn 1 KO on the Shiftry, utilizing the Incineroar, and was able to get in my Kyogre safely thanks to them having Terra Fighting. That actually was a blessing because it was life for Calyrex. I took damage and I was able to set up my Tailwind with my Whimsicott and KO with the Choice Scarf Water Spout and win the game. All right, Ludicolo. We saw its stats though. It wasn't really impressive on the stats, but
I'm dragging my best friends
pressure
with me.
Life
what it is.
The spread water type attack is still super threatening that they have to fear, because not just the water spouts in rain that they have to worry about being powered up.
Yeah, muddy water I don't run anymore. Accuracy issues, spread issues into wide guard. I now run Weather Ball. Also because in the off chance that I hit a sunny day Whimsicott, for example, or a weather set into Calyrex Ice, I've got a fire type attack that I can fire off into those Whimsicott or Cali Ice
as well. And that Encore, oh man, it can be great. I do think that this team does require a lot of commitments though. It doesn't have the best bulk in the world. Like, our only pivot really is Incineroar. So
Yup.
you do have to play offensive. It can definitely struggle against certain matchups. Like, Calyrex Ice Rider can be a bit...
I never struggled. Well, I say never. I rarely struggled with Calyrex Ice Rider in practice. Zamazenta absolutely screwed me. Fair play to James for making Zamazenta look simple and making Calyrex Ice Rider look hard. So I guess that's just the difference in people's pilotings, I suppose. Obviously, he's a champion. Use his piloting ahead of mine. But now you've heard my piece on it. Thank you for watching. And if you managed to watch this entire video, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. And look forward to the Birmingham video up to come. Goodbye.